All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to ready to start. Lachlan out on the mound, a 5.63 ERA. Last game I streamed with Samsung, I believe we actually had an issue with him. I believe he ended up a headshot and was removed from the game. Interesting. I'm having looks like I have a little problem with my multi-stream chat. Yeah, it does work. All right, the first pitch is getting ready to be underway to Pak Sung Han, a 486 on the season, and that is in there for a strike on the outside. Pak Sung Han is having himself quite the starts. 36 hits, 136, 1100 or 1300 OPS. That's a misses outside, 1-1. Has had a hit in every single game this season so far. That's why he's still hitting 486. Yeah, another 1-1 pitch. That is popped up. Center fielder or left fielder. The left fielder is going to end up taking that and one away. So both of these teams have the games have been just extremely close in the two games so far today or so far this series. So SSG has gotten a win in both of them, but it has been a late win. An Sang Hyun steps in now. It's 292 on the season. He's playing a second base. So that's going to be a ground ball ripped to the third baseman. A diving stop. Gets up a little lob over, and that is the 2 away. Great play over there by Jun Byung-woo. Da, 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 da. Fantastic play. All right, that brings up a Che Jung again, the all-time home run leader in the KBO. Misses up high. Ball 1-0. 260 on the season. Only 3 home runs though. He's definitely fallen off the pace. But we've got some baseball cards just if he does get one. That is in there for a strike, 1-1. That misses inside at 2-1. Nice little bounce pass to the first baseman last night. And he fouls that into his foot to 2-2. So this will be interesting how the bullpens really do in this game because you've just had a super long game in on Tuesday and then another close game yesterday. A 2-2 misses upstairs, and we've got our first full count of the day. It took 3 batters to get there, ladies and gentlemen, but don't worry. I'm sure there'll be plenty more. Welcome, Alan. Welcome, welcome. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch. That is a fouled away. He stays 3-2. And the last time we saw Lachlan, again, he was pitching all right. Ended up headshots. Barely got the helmet on Saturday. Barely got the helmet of I believe it was EJ Wan or OG Wan for LG, and that was on Saturday, that 2 o'clock game. As the 3-2 misses up high, and he walks the number 3 hitter to bring up Heredia. Heredia out of the 2 spots down into the cleanup spots. Looks like we got an extra batter up there. We go. Got that fixed. Che Jung do the customary head nods, the small little hat tips to every single person. All right, Heredia steps in now. 5 home runs on the season, but that's a 250 average, is well below his KBO average. And that's in there for a strike right down the middle. McLaughlin throws a ton of pitches. Throws 6 pitches. Mainly is going to throw his fastball, 144. That's a 38 to 39% of the time. Off of that, he's got a changeup at 27% of the time, a cutter 14% of the time, and the 0-1 is swing and a miss. What's up, fresh outs? Fresh out the box. And a sweeper 12% of the time, a curveball 8% of the time, and a slider 6% of the time. So a ton of different pitches. That is what is the new way. They're looking at pitchers that throw a ton of different pitches, as that is into the dirt 1 and 2. It's something that I actually said about in my my preview show, and I've talked about a lot while watching certain pitchers that only have 2 pitches, maybe 3. They'll have maybe a fourth that they throw 5% of the time. A lot of success in the most recent pitchers, not necessarily that they throw hard, which does help, but that they are able to throw 4 different pitches around 15% or more of the time. If they can throw 5 or 6 pitches, then it's so much better against these KBO teams that do not do analytics. They do not do like to me it seems like they don't do any research. I know they've got their charts and they've got all of that, but it seems very surface level compared to what would be in the MLB. All right, here we go. Lachlan doesn't have much time left, honestly. As the 1-2 pitch is swing and a miss there. He gets his first strikeout of the day. What I mean, he doesn't have much time left. He is just a 6-week replacement, ladies and gentlemen. So he's not a regular starter. He took over for Manning, who was injured in the spring training. That is 3 away. We go to the bottom of the first. Oh, obviously the top of the lineup coming up. White out on the mound. Kim Song Uk in center field. Uh, Shea Hyun-woo in right. A very different lineup than we've seen. Ote going over at first is Go Myung Jun is out for at least a month. At least a month. But Jung Jun Jae not playing second. Che Ji Hoon not in center field. Han Yu Sum not in right field. All because it's a lefty out on the mound. White, a righty, 1-1 on the season in 4 games, 20.2 innings. He does have some pretty good strikeout stuff. So last year, 6 days rest, he's got a 189 ERA. So basically, pitch him all the time. His best ERA is on 5 days rest. His other days are 6. If he gets more than 6, you might as well just not even start him. Not even start him. Oh, those of you guys tuning in, I'm here every single day. Well, not tomorrow. That's a day off, a special day off for me. But I am here all the time. So please make sure you hit the little thumbs up button on whether you're watching on Soup or YouTube. And here we go. The first pitch from Whites just misses up high. 1-0 to Pak Sung-gyu. Pak Sung-gyu, 3 home runs already on the season. And I say already because he did not, he's only been, I think, maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, this is the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. So hitting that little thumbs up on Soup is called an up or a recommendation. It's extremely important. What it does is it ends up sending out my stream to the main page. What do you mean? 무슨 뜻이에요? right, the 2-1 pitch. Che Jung Gong Jang Jang. And another 2-1 pitch. That misses outside at 2-2. My Korean is far from awesome. It is, I would say, serviceable, but I've lived in, yes, the mighty algorithm. So you're in, fresh out of the box, you're in YouTube. It's the SOOP is so much more important, is that is going to be a ball of foe on the outside, and he walks his leadoff batter. Brings up a Kim Ji-chan. Yeah, I've lived in Korea for 14 years. Yeah, I actually I type all that stuff in. Everything that you see on your screen is inputted by yours truly. All right, Kim Ji-chan steps in now. A runner on first is Park Sung-gyu. Fakes the bunt, pulls it back. And they're going to call him for a strike on it, though. You love it, ladies and gentlemen. The bottom of the first, 1 on, nobody out. So, fresh out of the box, do you live in, are you in Korea? Or are you outside of Korea? Chejung, where do you live at? Are you, because I mean, you have a Korean name, but you're watching on Soup. So, if you want to watch with me and actually watch the game, there's a description. In the description is a link to souplive.com. That is the official international broadcast of the KBO. So you can actually watch the game with me. Same audio. It's a little bit slower. It's a little bit farther behind the YouTube broadcast, but not that much as the 0-1 misses outside 1-1. White is struggling early with his command to walk to Park Sung-gyu and actually might have thrown the first pitch up high to Kim Ji-chan, but quite possibly was not called. Yeah, and the KBO has a full ABS system. And the 1-1 pitch, that is going to be lifted into center field. Center fielder giving chase, makes the catch on the run, and that's 1 away. 아, 고향이 어디에 있어요? You can type in English or Korean, either one. Where are you studying at? And where are you actually from? Kim Sung-wook again, starting in center field. Chae Hyung-woo trying to chase down a Sonos up for the all-time hit lead, as that is off the hands and fouled away. 0-1. I am not expecting a high-scoring game. If you want a high-scoring game, I strongly suggest you look at the LG and Hanwha game. Both of those guys have kind of a spot starters. Yeah, and here we go, the 0-1. 그래서 SSG 팬이에요. Or SK 팬. You're an SSG fan, or if you're from Incheon, you're probably an SK fan and not an SSG fan. All right, time is called. I didn't even see who the starters were for that game. Jake Logue. I don't know about that. That is in the dirts. Got my oh no, this side over here. Got my SSG Landers no brand uniform over here to my left. Back behind it is a actually have a SSG New Era hats. It's the only team I have a hat of.
Thank you for the recommendation, the Desert Fox.
Thank you, Desert Fox. And he did not go around. A 3-1 now. So again, Soup. I know a lot of you are watching. Please That thumbs up is highly important. It puts this stream out onto the main page. If you'd like to follow me so that you can go whenever I'm streaming, you can click the little heart that next to my channel name. That allows you to follow me. I stream 6 days a week, most of the time. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm bringing you KBO action with English commentary as the 3-1 is fouled into the glove.
땡크 유포
but
더
is not.
레커멘데이션 최정공장장.
Yes, I love the Konglish as we run our count full 3-2. I love when she Konglishes it. When it's a Korean name, she'll Konglish it, but whenever it's an English name, she'll read it regular. I love it. 최정님 KBO 새 채널에서 하는 것 같은데 이상하게. And that misses up high. Ooh, and he's going to steal a bag. Nope, but it's a walk. And that's going to put runners on first and seconds. Oh, the channel 3's not working? The KBO channel isn't working? I was wondering why this thing is popping off so much. All right, so Diaz steps in now. Not at all. Not at all. I don't have any cheering interest in any game anymore. Again, I was a Hanwha season ticket holder for years. I used to live a couple blocks from the stadium. 네, 제가 한국말도 해요. 그래서 한국말도 편하면 괜찮아요? 제가 괜찮아요? All right, the 1-1 pitch. And that is in there. Oh, it's going to get away, and that is going to be right down the middle, but get away, and both runners are going to move up a bag. So now you've got runners on the second and third with still just one out. Yeah, so my screen name is Dreadsrock TV.
Thank you for the recommendation, Donif 2000.
Thank you, Don. Welcome back. I know you were here yesterday. 네, 한국 사람 추천해 주세요. 정말 중요해요. Alrighty, here we go. As swing is fouled off, stays 1-2. Oh, Diaz a 308 on this season. Still really hasn't gotten going. Arpo, a big Samsung fan, said he's struggling with a leg injury, which is why he doesn't quite have the power that he normally would have. As here we go, the 1-2 pitch sets up on down low. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout there for White, as that's this first of the day. But it puts 2 outs with UG Huck coming up.
땡크 유포 더 레커멘데이션 구름구름.
Grun.
Thank you for the recommendation, NCD 456.
Thank you. 감사합니다. All right, UG Huck steps in at 30 hits on the season for him, a 417, having an absolutely fantastic start to his season, as that is a strike on the outside corner, though. 아니요. 아직 잘 못해요. 2014년 한국에 살았어요. All right, the 0-1 pitch to UG Huck. Way outside, 1-1. I can't do the Samsung cheers because they're all copyrighted. And EJ Hyun not on the roster anymore. He has the best cheer on the team. And the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Pak Sung Han picks it up, throws across in time, and the 6-3 groundouts will leave a couple runners on base. They strand them after a couple walks. We will go to the second inning, 0-0. Yeah, cool Hun. Cool. Are you Korean? I'm guessing Hun that you are Korean. Hey, would you like a Shunshik? Kim Jae-won will step in and lead off the inning for SSG in the top of the second inning. All right. Jae-Hyun, Kim Sung-wook, and then Oh Tae-gon follow the 5, 6, 7s. 5, 6, 7. Where are you from? 고향이 어디에 있어요? 현재 한국에 살아요? All right. MJ1 hitting a robust 116 on the season. Lays off of that up high, though, and it's 1-0. Not into a good season. Does have 2 home runs, though. I'm American and I've never been to Hawaii, but you are Korean and you are hanging out in Hawaii. Gotta love the old internets, the old interwebs. And the 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. A 2-1. 2-1. And that's in there for a strike at 2-2. Evens the count up. 20 pitches now for Lachlan, Kim Jae-won. A big controversy in the offseason with the Doosan Bears as that's rolled over. Yuji Hyuk out on the grass, throws over to Diaz, and one away. So those of you that don't follow in the offseason, Kim Jae-won. So normally whenever you're a free agent in the KBO, there's 3 tiers. There's the A, B, or a C free agent. An A free agents, the other team either gets twice your salary, your previous season salary, and a kind of like a Rule 5 pick or a compensation pick that would be in the MLB, as that is popped up. Diaz over, but he's going to get out of play. Okay. 제가 작년 같이 대전에 살았어요. 숲 중계 방송 듣고 있어요. 제 대구 삼성 라이온즈 파크 사진 못 보여. All right, the 0-1 misses way outside, 1-1. Old Dafrica. Here we go. That's going to be fouled straight back from Kim Sung-wook, and it's now 1-2. 24 pitches now for O'Loughlin. 308 on the season for the center fielder, getting a spot starts, mainly starting whenever there's a lefty on the mound. Choi Ji-hoon, a very good defender in center field, but he is a lefty and he's struggled against lefties. So might as well use that lefty-righty split, as that misses way outside. It's 2-2. So the thing with Kim Jae-won is so again there's A, B, and C free agents. As the 2-2 pitch, the swing just gets a piece of it, stays alive. So if you're an A or a B free agent, A free agent, the team either gets you have to pay the team that you're signing the player from, the player's old team, 3 times their salary, or 2 times, and you get a compensation pick. If it's a B free agent, you either have to pay them
Thank you for the
double or
recommendation, Sayasunsu.
thank you, Sun Tzu. And then also a compensation pick. And Kim Jae-won had a clause in his contract, is that is right down the middle. He should have bought a ticket if he's just going to watch it come in like that. And that's a 2 away now. Brings up the number 7 hitter, Otaegon. So Kim Jae-won had a clause in his contract that kept his.
Thank you for the
like if a team-
recommendation, Luke JP.
Thank you, Luke. Welcome. A clause in his contract that didn't allow his former team, the Doosan Bears, to actually get a compensation pick. And he waited until after that time period to end his conversation. As that's misses inside a 1-1. Yeah, Luke, I'm actually not streaming tomorrow. I have a company dinner that I'm going to. So tomorrow I will not be streaming, guys. It'll be a rare off day for me as the 2-0 just catches the top of the zone, a 2-1. So Otaegon at 214 on the season. But yeah, so Kim Jae-won, a longtime Doosan fan. He actually tried to go, or a longtime Doosan fielder. He actually tried to go, as Mike is in the screen a little bit, tried to go to the MLB, but didn't have any buyers. And here we go, the 2-1 pitch. That is popped up, a right fielder giving chase in foul territory. Jumps and makes the catch as he falls into the fence. What a play by Park Sung-goon, right? Park Sung-gyu, I couldn't remember his name. Park Sung-gyu makes the jumping catch in foul territory to make it 3 away. We go to the bottom of the second. It's zeros. I'm going to have the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for Samsung here in the bottom of the inning. So Jun Byung-woo, Kang Min-ho, and Kim Hun-gon will come up to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning for the old Samsung Leonaise. Samsung AI. You guys are lucky. I don't make you guys watch the Korean commercials that are the same Korean commercials over and 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 over. And it's like five Korean commercials that rotate around, and then they have one random new one. Oh, yeah. Here's the Staria van. There's the Staria van. There's the weird face clay bed guy. I don't remember who that is. Then there's the It's toothpaste one. And then you have this energy stick thing. And then you have a couple other little random ones. Very random ones. You'll see this one a few times. It's like a insurance, AXA health insurance, Kankang Bohom. All right. Here we go. Bottom of the 9th inning. White obviously still out on the mound. I think he threw, 22 pitches in that first inning. Had some control issues as he walked too. No problem, man. They're the same over and over and over. Yeah, so I stream on YouTube. I can't show the game on YouTube, and then I stream. So it's just what is it? Ipjunge on YouTube, and then here I do on SOOP. I can actually show the game. Same audio and everything. Same video for me. Same chat and everything. 1-1 pitch. There we go. It does look like E.G. Young is making the calls. That misses outside, and it's 2-1. So I don't play the actual audio because the audio would get copyrighted if it was on YouTube. So I just have my own audio. Yeah, another 2-1 pitch. That's a swing. Fouled it into the mitts, and it's 2-2. I will get the audio, the actual songs added. Again, I do have some of the old songs, but just not many of them anymore. Yeah, this is the 2-2 pitch. And he catches him looking at the bottom of the zone, and one away. Second strikeout of the day for Mr. White. So I do have, if I can even find them anymore. Those are all Hanwha ones. Yeah, those are all Hanwha music from whenever I only streamed Hanwha games. That misses low, and it's 1-0. Don Nino. Does have his average up above the Mendoza line finally at 208 as that one misses low also, and it's 2-0. He was struggling mightily at the beginning of this season, but it does look like he has found himself a little bit better. Yeah, 2-0 pitch just sets up down the middle. That's in there for a strike. That was a weird. He just kind of slid his hand down the bats like he was going to bunt. Maybe just obviously just trying to distract White. He had zero intentions of swinging. Sets up on the inside, just at the thighs, and misses inside. 3-1. And I talked about this in last night's broadcast. These catchers, they set up like to paint the corner exactly. Like, I'm sorry, KBO pitchers, maybe some of them, but most of them cannot hit your glove. As the 3-1, that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Runs the count full, 3-2. Second full count of the day. Yeah. Like I had season tickets for years. I used to go to 70 to 80 games a year. As the 3-2 is going to be lifted into right field, and that's going to drop down. Center fielder will cut it off. And the first hit of the day for Samsung comes from Mr. Kang Min Ho. Yeah. Do you guys know Damunhwa TV? I assume you guys know Damunhwa TV. Maybe if you're not living in Korea anymore, you don't really know him. But 작년에 다문화 TV 다큐멘터리 촬영했어요. 제 중계 방송, 제 야구 팬 생활 중계 방송 했어요. So last year, a national TV station, Damunhwa TV, or it's all cultural TV. It's a multicultural TV channel. As the 0-1, a swing and a miss, and that pitch was filthy. That was a filthy. That, oh my lord, that was probably the nastiest pitch I've seen all season. That was the nastiest pitch I've seen all season, ladies and gentlemen. All right, to the 0-2 pitch. And he lays off of that one. Tried to get him to chase that one, but it just wasn't nearly as filthy. Yeah, so if you go to my, you can go to Damunhwa TV's YouTube channel. They have the highlight video from that. Or if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see all of my descriptions have The actual Damunwa TV link is swing and a miss there. Another strikeout. I've talked a few times. I've talked a few times to Iu Jeep Taz, but nothing ever amounted from it. All right, Yang Woo Hyun, 333 on the season. Just means he's 3 for 9 because he only has 3 hits. Getting the starts in at shortstop. Looks at the ball 1 way outside, and it's 1-0. Noonman Gong. I feel like he is extremely popular because of 1 home run. Like 1 home run and 1 catch in 2024. As the 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner, 1-1. Da 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 da. Young, young, young. All right, so the 1-1 pitch. It sets up outside, and that misses. 2-1. All right, we want some home runs, ladies and gentlemen. We want to open up our KBO cards here. And there's a swing and a miss there. 2-2. Yeah, was it against L? I think it was against LG. I think it was against LG in 2024. When they beat LG to go to the Korean series against Kia. All right, the 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside. Oh, he's caught him running. Kang Min Ho, I don't know what he's doing, trying to steal. That's going to be, let's put it in my head. That'll be a 1, a 6, a 3, a 4 double play or putouts as he's picked off. And that ends the inning. We go to the third. 0 over there. 0 for you, 0 for me, 0 for everybody. Helping them out there. Helping them out. You guys are show you guys some of my more memorabilia. I found this. I'm just the first time I'm ever actually looking at it. Here's a Jungwon or Jungram Last Dance Clock. Kang Min Ho. Why is Kang Min Ho trying to steal? Is the question. Kang Min Ho is one of the 10 slowest runners in the league. Oh man, this thing stinks. It smells awful. But if you're a Hanwha fan, here's the greatest collector's clock ever. I know you guys always ask me about some of the stuff that I have, some of my memorabilia. What else we got here? Here's from the Doksuri Hanmadang. This was after my first season. My first season ever. Some legends, Jungurong or Jungunu, Kim Tae Gyun, Lee Young Gyu, Song Sung Moon, Park Jung Jin. All right, so we're back at top of the third inning here. Lachlan still out there, obviously, facing E.G. Young. Diaz is so slow. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Strong one. Diaz doesn't have to be fast, though. He's hitting 50 home runs a season. All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch, and misses low, 2-1. Dumb and Dumber. Like, why was he trying to steal there? I don't have a favorite team, as that one misses low, 3-1. So up until 2024, I used to have Hanwha season tickets, Hanwha Eagles season tickets. I was front row cheer section, going to every game, as that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone. That runs the count full. Another full count. Second full count of the day for SSG. And the 3-2 misses low, and he walks him. Oh, E.G. Young will head to first base with a leadoff walk. So up until 2024, I had season tickets. 2025, they went into the new stadium. They again raised the prices again. I don't like the front office, and I absolutely hate the manager for Hanwha. So I renounced my my fanhood of and I have just been doing last year and this year just doing 100% to KBO. So in this is my 5th year streaming the KBO in English. Is the Shea Hyunwoo. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. Let's all celebrate. We've got a runner on first and nobody out. So they're gonna try to bunt to make sure that they don't lose position in the dumbest manager in the KBO battle, because it is a tight battle this year, ladies and gentlemen. It is a very, very close battle. Runner on first, nobody out. And there's gonna swing and a miss there, 0-2. Yeah, so no favorite team. I just on YouTube, if you go to my YouTube channel, YouTube SO, community tab, 투표해요. You can vote in the on the community tab which games you want to see, which teams you want to see, which matchups you want to see, and I just stream whatever you guys want. All right, the 0-2 pitch is sets up on the inside. Swing and a miss there. Should have bunted. Third strikeout of the day for O'Loughlin. Flips the lineup back up to the top to Pak Sung Han. Pak Sung Han averaged down to 480 after 0 for 1. Flew out to left field in his first at-bat, trying to extend that season-long hit streak. And that is in there for a strike, 0-1. And that's in there at the bottom of the zone, 0-2. O'Loughlin not afraid to challenge these guys, it seems. Top 2 hitters in the league as far as average goes. In this game, Go Myung-jun, if he wasn't injured, would also be up there. I believe he has like a broken rib. As the 0-2 is going to be a ground ball to the pitcher, throws to short, and they run into each other. Wow. Wow. Throws it right at second base. The shortstop and second baseman run into each other, and they're not able to turn the double play. That is a KBO, and they pick them off. Doesn't matter anyway, as another pickoff to end an inning. This is ridiculous. Somebody, anybody, can somebody please teach the KBO how to base run? Because that is awful. Like, unbelievable. Like, like before you pitch, if you have a runner on first, before each at bat or each batter, the pitcher will look at the person that he is going to go to, and he'll do this to who he's going to throw to if the ball comes back to him. You had a lefty up right there, which means he's going to throw to the shortstop because the shortstop is going to play closer to second base. The second baseman should be playing closer to first base. And any ball that is hit back to him, he should be going to the shortstop. The second baseman, Yuji Hyuk, there, definitely not in the correct position. Yeah, he was standing on the bag, but that's not who should have been fielding it. Bad fundamentals once again by the KBO teams. It is a recurring event. Yeah, they laughed it off there, but if there would have been a runner on first or runner on third where that scored or something like that, that would have been a massive thing. But now you've got 2 straight innings ended by people getting picked off, trying to steal, leaving way too early. Lord almighty. We are not going to play fundamentals. We are not going to learn to run the bases. We are just going to go out there and wing it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Bottom of the lineup coming up now, Yang Woo-hyun. He's the one that was just involved in that, as that pulls the bunts back, misses up high, 1-0. All right, the 1-0 pitch just sets up it down at the knees on the outside corner. Well, that is going to be slapped right through the hole on the left side. And another hitter on base for the old Samsung Leones. Brings up the leadoff batter, Park Sung-gyu. I still like SSG. I like SSG just because Samsung's bullpen has been super shaky. A swing and a miss. 0-1. But this is not a game that I would have invested any money in. The game that's I would have gone with would be NC over Kiyomi. Gu Changmo out on the mound for him. He has pitched well enough. He didn't pitch great in his last game, but that's going to be a roll to the third baseman. That throws it to the second baseman, throws it to first, and will be a 5-4-3 double play as they erase that base runner. Brings up the number 2 spot in Kim Ji-chan. Are you talking about Park Sung-gyu? All right, so Kim Ji-chan steps in 0-for-1, flew out to center in his first at-bat, looks at the ball, one up high, 1-0. 250 on this season. Yeah, I believe Park Sung-gyu was injured last year, late in the season. Yeah, he was injured late in the season last year. I believe it was Kim Saw-hyun that hit him. Or no. I think it was Jung Woo-ju who hit him and broke his wrist or something like that. I can't remember. I wish Arpa was here. Or maybe Gurun would know. I'm almost 100% positive that Park Sung-gyu was hit on a pitch already. That Park Sung-gyu was injured on a pitch, a hit by pitch, as that is going to be a rip right to the first baseman that grabs it, ball into his knees, though. steps on the bag, and that's will be a 3 away. They get a single, but it's erased on the double play. We go to the 4th inning. It's still in zeros here. What inning is it, Kiwi? 아니요. 많은 한국 사람 왔어요. KBO 3 채널 문제 있어요. 그래서 근데 제가 영어로 중계 방송해요. 한국말 하는데 이 방송은 영어로 중계 방송해요. 환영해요. 우리 같이 볼 수 있어요. 근데 한국 해설자 아니에요.
Thank you for the recommendation, Yagupan Chris.
Thank you. Yahoo fan. Yahoo fan, Chris. I thought they had no, they don't have a hit. Still no hits for SSG. We're going to have the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up at the top of the order. 네, 제가 한국에 살아요. 미국에서 여기 온 지 12년 됐어요? 넘었어요? All right, the first pitch is popped up. Center fielder Kim Ji-chan under it. And that's 1 away. All right, Shea Jung steps in. He walked in his first at bat, was stranded out on the base pass, is already struck out again. And that just catches the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Whoops, wrong side. 0-1. And the 0-1 is swing and a miss above the zone, but he goes for it, and it's 0-2. Here we go. 0-2 pitch sets up on the outside. Taps the glove on the ground, and he throws it in the dirt. It's nowhere near. Again, very common 0-2 pitch, not challenging most hitters. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and another strikeout. 4th strikeout of the day for O'Loughlin as he has got him chasing everything, ladies and gentlemen, chasing everything. And that's going to bring up Heredia. Heredia also 0-for-1 with a strikeouts. And O'Loughlin was pitching well in his last game on Saturday against LG, but he just caught the brim of the hat of OG Wan, and because of the headshots, he was automatically ejected. Already at 247 on the season, 0-for-1 today. Here we go. The 0-1 pitch bounces it into the dirt and goes back to the backstop. 1-1. Man, the 1-1 pitch. Whoa, big hook, but misses, and it's a 2-1. 2-1 pitch now. 51 pitches for O'Loughlin. And that is a fouled away. 2-2. Taking a little snapshot there. All right, to the 2-2 pitch. O'Loughlin wind up, and that is a fouled away again. It stays 2-2. Uh-oh, my apartment announcement is coming on, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully it doesn't, you guys don't hear it. And that is going to be in, that is going to get down into the corner. Heredia rounding first. Pak Sung Gyu will get it in, and Heredia is going to be on base with a first hit of the day for SSG, and it's a 2-out double. Bringing up Kim Jae-won, a 2 counts. Rolled past the first baseman. It rolls down into the corner off of the ace J-Way class sign. All right, so Kim Jae-won 0 for 1 on the day, 4-3 ground out. It looks to just strike one on the inside, and it's 0-1. 55 pitches now for O'Loughlin. And the 0-1 into the dirts, and it's 1-1. My apartments 제 아파트 안에 나왔어요. 매일 like 5시 7시 반 아파트 안에 나와요. As that is going to roll away, and he is going to head on over to third. Pitch that should have been caught as Kang Min Ho ends up dropping the ball. It's right down the middle, though. Yeah, it's just my apartment's announcements that come on every night at 7:30. But it's in the living room. Sometimes you can hear it, sometimes you can't. Sausage? Sick sausage. Sick sausage. As that misses way outside, and it's 2-2 now. O'Loughlin 58 pitches. The old sick. A 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss at a pitch way out of the zone. Fifth strikeout of the day for O'Loughlin. As we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's still zeros. 4 base runners left on. More base runners left on. SSG 0 for 4 with runners on base, 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. Samsung 0 for 5 with runners on base, 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Every time I see sausage, 제 생각은 소덕. 항상 소덕 먹고 싶어요. Oh, this is that weird, creepy face guy. Soy Joey, mogo. Soy Joey, mogo. Since I'm not showing you guys the since I'm not showing you guys the commercials, I'm gonna re-say them. I'm gonna in my crappy Korean language. My bad Korean pronunciation. 한계를 넘어. 몰라요. 아마 SOOP 문제 있어요. But you're welcome to be here. All right, so we're back here, bottom of thy fourth inning. "48 pitches for White is so far. He's going to face a Che Hyung-woo. Che Hyung-woo walked in his first at-bats. We got a pitch comm issue. Not able to hear the pitch comm. I can't believe how many bad pitch comms there are. Solduk. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Anio. Tahagi ninyo. That is a fouled away, and it's now 0-2. Oh, 2 counts now to Che Hyung-woo. He walked in his first at-bats back in the first inning. He ended up getting stranded on second base as he went to second on a wild pitch. And here we go, the 0-2 pitch. He says he went around, and they'll tag him just in case. That's the 4th strikeout of the day for White. And the leadoff batter is retired. One away as Diaz steps in. Diaz. 네, 한국 사람. 제가 유튜브 채널 있어요. 그 유튜브 올해 제 외국인 친구랑 우리 같이 모든 구단 방문해요. 그 동영상 만들 거예요. 그래서 유튜브 채널 구독하세요. As that is a ground ball out, and that's quick, 2 away on the 6-3 ground out. 52 pitches for White so far. Yu-Ji Hyuk steps in. Yu-Ji Hyuk, a 6-3 ground out to end the first inning, leaving 2 runners on. And he fakes the bunts, pulls it back, just misses inside. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike on the outside, 1-1. White's 54 pitches now. Yu-Ji Hyuk again 0 for 1. Is in danger of his average dropping below the 400 mark if he doesn't pick it up. So the 1-1 pitch rolls over. That's one foul. 1-2. 비엔남에 살아요? 그런데 제가 한국에 살아요. 12년 동안 한국에 살아요. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside, just above the knees, and he misses way inside. Ball 2, 2-2. Those of you guys watching, please hit the thumbs up sign. That is called an up or a recommendation on SOOP. It puts this channel out onto the main channel. It's hugely and massively important, as here comes the 2-2 pitch as he sets up, and that's going to be over the jumping shortstop, and he is going to be on base with a 2-out single. 3rd single of the day for Samsung, and that's going to bring up Jun Byung-woo. 한국 사람 추천해 주세요. 숲에서 정말 중요해요. 올해 제 첫 년 숲에서 중계 방송하고 있어요. 아마 5년 전에
Thank
아프리카
you for the
TV에서
recommendation, Rel 629.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ralph. All right, so 57 pitches for White to Jun Byung-woo, 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out looking in his first at bat. They pitch out, and he is not going.
땡크 유포 더 레커멘데이션 인천 코알라.
Thank you, Incheon. And the 1-1 is a broken bat lifted up. Right fielder's coming running in. A bad decision to dive. Absolutely awful decision. You've got to stop that ball. Ryuji Huck is going to come around to score on the broken bat double by Jun Byung-woo. And that is more awful, awful fundamentals from the KBO as he is able. You've got to stop that ball. You cannot let that ball get past you. Trying to make the trying to make the diving stop. It just cost them a big run. What's up, Arpo? You cannot make that diving stop. Absolute bonehead play in right field. Absolute bonehead play. Kang Min Ho steps in, a swing and a miss there. 정말 잘못해요. Wow. Absolute awful. Awful decision to slide and try to make that catch. And the 0-1 pitch misses outside. And the 1-1 in there for a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Harpo, lots of Samsung fans in. I guess, Harpo, the SOOP broadcast isn't working. Yeah. Go. Kang Min Ho, the 1-2 pitch. All right, the 2-2 pitch. And that misses way outside, runs the count full, 3-2. Second full count of the day for Kang Min Ho. He singled in his last one. A couple of them said that one lives in Hawaii. One is studying in the U.S. All right, the 3-2 pitch to Kang Min Ho, Jun Byung-hoo over on a second base. That is up high, ball 4, and he walks him. Kang Min Ho will head on over to first base. So runners on first and second with 2 outs coming up for Kim Hun-gong. Kim Hun-gong coming up is I believe we're going to have there. right, so White's running into some issues here after again an absolutely awful. I'm from Missouri. Much easier, obviously, in Hawaii. The what is it? I don't even know the time difference anymore because I know Illinois would be a Central Time Zone, same as Missouri. All right, Kim Hun-gon struck out in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the season. No, I used to watch MLB. Yeah, for a strike, 0 and 1. I used to watch MLB, but I work during the day here, and that's when MLB's on, so I just don't have time. 전에 MLB 보는데 요즘 낮에 일해서 MLB 못 봐요. The 0-1, a swing and a miss, 0 and 2. Got Minho. 4:30. Okay. Well, that means you can watch the end while you're getting ready to go to work. All right, the 0-2 pitch is 68 pitches now. He has ran into troubles. 20 pitches in this inning. Got to 2 quick outs on 3 pitches, or 4 pitches. No, 3 pitches. But a single by Yuji Hyuk, a very awful decision, diving attempt to stop, and that catches him looking, and that will leave a couple runners on base, but not before Samsung grabs the lead off of very, very, very bad defense. Absolutely awful defense. I don't watch. No, I don't watch. Yeah, I don't watch NFL. I never really got into it. I went to a couple Chiefs game. I actually went to a Chiefs game where Priest Holmes broke the record for most touchdowns, most rushing touchdowns in a season. I was actually at that game, but I think I went to maybe 2 games. So just once a week. That's not bad. All right, so let's see what we got here. We're gonna have the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up here in the bottom of, or sorry, the top of the 5th. Double check that all my stuff is gone there. Yeah, I'm American. Yeah, I'm American. I live in Korea. I've been in Korea for 12 years now, since 2014. 네, 제가 미국 사람, 근데 2014년 한국에서 살았어요. All right, so here we go. What's top of the 5th inning? And double check is. Oh, I remember that. I actually remember in 1993 watching in my living room as that was the year they were 13 and 3. That was probably the last year I actively followed the Chiefs. O'Loughlin, 59 pitches. No, he will have Kim Sung-uk, who played that ball awfully in right field. Absolutely awfully in right field that allowed that run to score. You absolutely cannot die for that. You've got to let that drop in front of you and keep him from scoring. That catches the outside top corner. Park Sung-wook 0 for 1 on the day is struck out in his 1 at bats. The 1-1 is fouled away, 1 and 2 now. This is a big inning here for SSG as O'Loughlin just had to sit for a long time as his team was running around, but another strikeout for O'Loughlin. That is his 6th strikeout on the day, and I'm sorry, but the right-handed right-handed hitter in right field is absolutely killing SSG. 0 for 2 on the day with the bats with 2 strikeouts. And then on top of that, the absolute awful play in right. Otegonis looks at strike one down the middle, and it's 0-1. 64 pitches now for O'Loughlin. Otegon 0 for 1 popped up to Pak Sung Gyu out in right field in foul territory. A swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. As Pak Sung Gyu jumped at the wall to make that catch in foul territory to end the second inning. Here we go. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on another pitch, not anywhere near the zone. Why throw it near the zone if they're going to chase and flail at it away? That's a 2 away. And that's in there for a strike to E.G. Young. 0-1. Ooh. You came to watch the old, the big lefty from Australia, huh? Another lefty, big lefty from Australia, had an amazing game yesterday for LG, as that is a bounce into the dirt, ends up bouncing way away. All right, to 68 pitches, the 1-1 counts, a 2 away quickly. And that is going to be a ground ball. Second baseman waits on it, gets, throws, and that's 3 away. 3 up, 3 down. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, it's a 1-0 Samson. Zero pushback from SSG there. Zero pushback at all. 10 pitches in that inning, 69 pitches. All right. Oh, E.G. Young, the all-stance starting catcher. We're going to have the 9-1-2 coming up for Samsung in the bottom of this inning. Wow, I still cannot believe that right fielder, Pak Sung Wook. Oh, it's my life. It's now. I hate this toothpaste just because of the song. Kellogg. All right, Che Ji-hoon comes into center field. Kim Sung-wook in to right. Well, I'm actually calling out Kim Sung-wook, who's playing center field. The right fielder, Jae Hyun-woo, is out. I'm sorry, not the same guy, but pretty much the same anyway. As that's in there for a ball. 70 pitches now for White. Yang Woo-hyun singled in his first at bat, 1 for 1, and that's now 2-0. So let me get to that's changed, as we've got a little bit of a different. So Jae Hyun-woo is the one that's made that awful play in right field. I was calling out Pak Sung-wook, but it was not him. So Che Ji-hoon is now in center field. He takes over in the number 9 spot in the lineup. Park Sung-wook, who I thought was there, is actually the center fielder, as that catches the outside corner, 2-2. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch, 73 pitches for White. That is going to be a rolled over foul. Stays at 2-2. "22 pitches in the first inning, 19 in the second, 7 in the third, 19 last inning. He's at 5 pitches now with the first batter. And the 2-2 is swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Whites. That's of the swinging variety, and one away as they flip the lineup back up to the top. Oh. The regular one is back. KBO 3. Well, thanks for stopping by. And it's a swing and a miss. 0-1. "76 pitches for White, 0-1 to Park Sung-gyu. He walked in his first at bats, and a 5-4-3 double play in his second. That's fouled straight back, and it's 0-2. And here we go. The 0-2 pitch misses up high. 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside. Swing, it just gets a piece of it. Da-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Park Sung-gyu. White's out on the mound, pitch number 80. And that is going to be a ground ball past the shortstop. Ends up touching it, but he is aware of it and goes back to get it. Oops, wrong button. That is going to be a 1-out single from Park Sung-gyu. Brings up the number 2 hitter, Kim Ji-chan. As Samsung just keeps getting little hits here and there. 5 hits now for them, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and now 1 here in the fifth. All right, so Kim Ji-chan drops down the bunts. First base, he's going to grab it, he throws it into the ground, and that's going to be an E1, and Park Sung-gyu is going to head on over to third. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is some serious awfulness. As Kim Ji-chan has said, "Go ahead, I'll move him over," and then White spikes it into the ground.
Thank you for the recommendation, Zin_BNE.
Thank you, Sin. That puts runners on the corner with just 1 out. That brings up a Chae Hyung-woo. Big. Mitch White. Rough. So runner on first and third, 1 out to Chae Hyung-woo. The all-time KBO doubles leader and the all-time KBO home or RBI leader. Kim Ji-chan, an absolute threat on the base pass. Chae Hyung-woo 0 for 1 today. A walked in his first at-bats, a struck out in his second. Desperately needs a double play here. Chae Hyung-woo does not run well, and he throws it to the fans. And another error moves him up, and another run comes home. 2 straight throwing errors. Just in time for the fun, Jungle. Just in time for the fun.
Thank you for the recommendation, The Jungle.
What is up with his throw? That's twice now. He's like throwing it off the palm of his hand. Swing and a miss there. 2 straight throws from the pitcher. 2 straight throws that were errors. 1 run comes in. Kim Ji-chan over to second base now. He's easily scores on even just a single. Chae Hyung-woo, the 0-1 pitch coming up. And that's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. He'll step on the bag, moves him over to a third base. The 2 away, and Diaz now steps in. Now a wild pitch that scores a run. I really hate when they do this forced advertisement stuff. Like, nobody wants to, like, can't you find something better? Like, at least, like, let us see the field or the dirt or something. Like, why can't they put that advertisement in the middle of the field or something? All right, here we go. Diaz 0 for 2 on the day, struck out, and a 6-3 ground out. Gets inside from White, and it's 0-1. And here we go, the 0-1 pitch. He's going to go up as he's up by the letters. He does, and he fouls that one away and will get out of play into the old blue zone. 0-2. It feels a lot like James Nail's outing yesterday, where James Nail ended up giving up. It seemed like he didn't pitch nearly as well as he did. Gave up 2 runs. Will it be enough, though? Bunts, advertisements, poor fundamentals, and what else could you ask for? As the 0-2 way up high, though, and 1-2. Haven't had any bunts yet this game, though. A little upsetting. They almost had a bunt in the first inning. We did just have a bunt, but that was a bunt for a hit. That's not to. We're not going to count that as the same thing. As here we go, the 1-2 pitch, way outside at 2-2. A Wyverns fan. He's learning the Diaz cheers, it looks like. The wind is blowing as the camera is bouncing around. A swing and a miss. Another strikeouts for Whites, his 6th of the day, but a couple errors from him allows another run to score. We'll take ourselves a little break. Yeah, there was a bunt, but it wasn't a sacrifice bunt. That's what we're talking about. I just realized my microphone was muted. Sorry, everybody. Lachlan, 69 pitches through 5 innings. Che Ji Hoon getting his first at bat of the day as he took over after the right fielder did all of his right fielder stuff. So that's misses up high. 3-2 runs the count full. Strong side. Here we go, the 3-2 pitch, and that is going to be roped into the gap as the right fielder is going to be able to cut it off. And he's on base with a leadoff single. Second hit of the day for SSG. Flips the lineup back over. Can he get himself and SSG get themselves some runs here? So Pak Sung Han 0 for 2 on the day. A fly out to left and a 1-6 put out or 1-6 ground out, and then was picked off on the base pass. Che Ji-hoon, plenty of speed over at first base. Will they put him into motion? And that is in there for a strike, 0-1. Right down the middle. He's started him with a pitch right down the middle both times. 0 for 2's dropped his average down to 474 on the season. Yes, 474. What a rough day. Here we go, the 0-1 pitch. That's a strike on the outside. He's again not afraid of him. He is getting ahead, way ahead, 0-2 on the both of his last 2 at-bats. Here we go. The 0-2 pitch sets up way, way outside. Misses way inside. Lucky that Kang Min-ho was even able to stop that, as he had to jump, leave his feet in order to catch it. Home plate umpire closing his eyes, waiting for the ball to hit him in the face. What's up? Yeah, I wouldn't count the Landers out in this game at all. It's Dave, right? Or David? I think that's right. I wrote it down, but it was on my other paper. When you guys give me real names, I tend to write them down, but it was on a different piece of paper. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside. Yeah, he's got to worry about his season-long hit streak. Yeah, and that misses way outside at 2-2. And he sets up on the outside, and that is going to be ripped. That's going to drop down in front of the right fielder. Che Ji-hoon is going to hold up at second, and another single, back-to-back singles, and another hit. They asked for the ball, as that is a record, ladies and gentlemen. Fell behind 0-2, but is still able to come up with a hit. And they drop down the bunts, but it's foul. Runner on first. I love it. Runner on first and second, nobody out. They're playing for 1 run, because the statistics say that you increase your chance of scoring 1 run in this situation, but you decrease your chance of scoring 2 runs in this situation. And I don't know if SSG is aware, but they are actually down by 2 runs. Bunting here is not helpful. Go the 0-1 pitch. Once again, they try to drop down the bunts, pull it back, and it's 1-1. 269 on the season for An Sang-hyun. Here we go, the 1-1 pitch. Pulls it back again. right, here we go. A 2-1 pitch now. Runners again on first and second. Plenty of speed on the base pass. He's been attempting to bunt, but no, he's going to step off and let him run back. Finally, as the 2-1, he drops down the bunts. Cognino is going to grab it, throw to first in time, and congratulations, you are a crappy manager. Does move the runners both up, but now you've lowered your chance of scoring multiple runs, and you are down by multiple runs. Again, the KBO managers are really just incompetent. Shea Jung. This is outside, ball one. A 1-0 pitch now. Sets up on the inside. Just catches the top of the zone, and it's 1-1. And the 1-1 is a popped foul. 1-2, 87 pitches now for O'Loughlin. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up on the inside, tapping the glove on the ground. He bounces it into the dirt. And that hit him in the throat. And then it went into his chest protector. I think it went into his chest protector. Yeah, it went inside his chest protector. He does wear the little turkey gobbler hanging down. Making sure that his catcher's okay. All right, we're ready to finish this at bat. A 2-2 count, a 2-on, a 2-0 game. 88 pitches from O'Loughlin. Shea Jung, 0 for 1 on the day. Walked in his first at bat, struck out in his second at bat. Shea Jung home run. Here we go. The 2-2 pitch sets up at the knees, and he lays off of it. 3-2, runs the count full. Yeah, I saw that, but the thing is it's not expected, and so teams don't practice defending it. Good afternoon, Jim. Yeah, the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it straight into the dirt and then into the boys, and it stays a 3-2. Yeah, and again, those guys are not bunting. They're not sacrifice bunting. They're bunting for hits in that situation. 90 pitches for O'Loughlin. This will be his last inning. The 3-2 pitch misses low, and he loads the bases up. And guess what? Did not matter at all. That's right, the bunts. Heredia steps in, 5 home runs on the season. He would love to get himself another one. It's all right, Jim. You don't have to. You don't have to explain yourself. Glad you're here. Jim, I will not be streaming tomorrow though. I have a company dinner. I'm gonna go eat on the old company dime tomorrow night. Have myself some. I don't even know where I'm going. I don't even know where I'm going for dinner. Hopefully things lighten up for you there. All right, Heredia steps in 1 for 2, had a double in his last at bat, struck out in his first. Yeah, without a doubt. The 9-1 is a foul to back. 92 pitches now. Sack fly. A sack fly or a strikeout, Jungle? Which one? I wish I could do a poll. I really wish I could set up a poll. And the 0-1 pitch fouled away. All right, quick poll. Type it in. What is it? Sack fly or strikeouts? What's coming up? Those are our 2 choices, sack fly or a pop-up. The Jungle, do you know about KBO or do you know about Korean dinners? A Friday night Korean dinner. All right, the 0-2 pitch into the dirt, so 1 and 2. All right, Jim's got a strikeouts. What do you guys got? We got 1 strikeout for Jim. Donov is throwing in the strikeout too. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Lifts that one foul. He had to step onto the plate to swing at that. Double play. Ooh, Jungle. A double. How many runs are scoring? How many runs are scoring, Dave? Second double of the day for Heredia coming up. Dave is calling it. That one is lifted up. Right fielder under it. That will be a sacrifice fly to the right fielder. And that will make it 2-1. 2 away. Does both of them are the runner on second? It does move up. And a broken bat by Heredia. A little angry, a little upset. Well, you'll have to guess again. Yeah, I had no confidence in that bullpen, Jim. All right, to Kim Jae-won, 0 for 2 on the day. Misses way outside. Ball 1, 97 pitches now for O'Loughlin. Kim Jae-won, a 4-3 ground out in his first at-bats. Strikeout in his other, hitting 113 with runners on scoring position on the season. That is a fouled away, 1-1. Blows it in on that vaunted 100 pitch mark. Yeah, now I can't even remember which. Yeah, NC would have been my pick for the day. That is in there for a strike at the top of the zone. 1-1 or 1-2. 99 pitches now. Yeah, with NC Guchang Mo versus a spot starter, a bullpen guy for Keum, I would have taken NC all day. That would be the one move I would have made today. All right, the 1-2 pitch just sets up on the outside. He misses outside at 2-2. Pitch number 100. All right, they're gonna show it on the score. They're gonna show it on the score bug for the scoreboard. If he throws another one, they'll show the 100+ pitches, and the 2-2 pitch catches him looking on the outside. His first looking strikeouts on pitch number 101 leaves 2 runners on. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 2-1. Good thing they bunted, though. I mean, it's a really good thing that they bunted. They were able to move the runners over from first and second to second and third so that the next guy could be walked and he didn't have to actually make the runners walk to their base. So that's always good. Oh, wait, that's right. It increases your chance of scoring 1 run, but lowers your chance of scoring more than 1 run. And therefore, they scored 1 run, even though they're down by more than 1 run. KBO managers, proven that Koreans aren't good at math. Right, so whites should be done for the day. I don't know. Do they bring whites back out at 88 pitches? Yep, they do. 88 pitches for whites. He's got a. He's going to face the 5, 6, 7 hitters. UG Huck scored on that very bad defense by the right fielder back in the 4th inning. That was the first run, and it's 0-1. One for 2 on the day, a single run scored, and then a 6-3 ground out that misses way outside, and it's 1-1. Yeah. And the 1-1 pitch. That is going to be a little single into left field. And again, UG Huck leads off an inning or leads off with another single. Second one of the day. Do you go get him here? John Byung-woo had the broken bats double. I love Heredia's his look out in left field. He's got the hood over the hat. I don't think I've ever seen that, honestly. As that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman throws it to the second baseman, throws it to first. And that's 5, 4, 3. A double play, a second one of the day. Brings up the number 7 hitter. Well, I guess if you're gonna throw or give up a leadoff single, it's great to get the next guy out in one pitch on a double play. Kang Min Ho steps in now, 1 for 1 on the day. Single in his first at bats, walked in his second at bat. Both at bats, he's had a full count though. Both at bats, he's had full counts today. All right, that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Those of you guys watching, please hit the thumbs up button, whether it's on SOOP or whatever. He has been on base every game. He has hit safely in every game this year. And another single from Kang-min Ho. If he is finding it, that is not good news for other teams, as he is way down in the 7th spot in the lineup for a reason. Yeah, Park Sung-han has been on, has hit safely in every game so far this year. That's why he's still hitting 480 on the season. That'll be it for Kang-min Ho, as he'll get a pinch runner here. All right, so Kim Hun-gon steps in. And yeah, first pitch, it pops that one up. Shortstop back out onto the grass, makes the catch. And a 3 away. They get a couple singles, but a double play and a stranded base runner ruins that. So we'll go to the 7th inning. It's 2-1.
Thank you for the recommendation, Jim Infla.
Thank you, Jim. I see you double dipping again. Samsung now 1 for 12 with runners on base, 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. SSG 1 for 6 with runners on base, 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. We are now into the lovely KBO version of Russian roulette called a bullpen game. Well, that's not so. There's 39 straight games. Yeah, but this is to start the season. That's the record. So every game that he gets a hit from here on out is a new record. So they're gonna grab the ball every single time. So Kang-min Ho will come out. So they'll have a new catcher, I imagine. So we're gonna have the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. We are gonna get into the bullpen, which means we very likely are going to start seeing lots of movement. All right, Lee Sung-min out on the mound now. Let me get rid of all of these marks here. All right, Lee Sung-min back behind the plate. I believe Park Se-hyuk. We've got some changes. Hopefully they'll throw that up there. Yeah, now that's misses outside. Keeping the lefty out there. Park Sung-hyuk 0 for 2 on the day. Yeah, another 1-0 is in there for a strike. 1-1. Oops, wrong side. There we go. Park Sung-hyuk 2 strikeouts. Again, I verbally assaulted him in his last at bats, but that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Throws over and 1 away. Brings up Ote-gon. Again, SSG is missing their first baseman, Go Myung-jun, who was having a fantastic season, but was hit by a pitch, and it messed up his sides. I was trying to read about it because he was on my fantasy team, and trying to figure out why he wasn't playing, as that one misses outside. It said something about he's going to be out for at least a month with like a broken rib or a torn lat or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. And that's always the question, is that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, spins, throws, and 2 away. The crazy thing is both of Samsung's runs have come because of bad defense, not because of great hitting, because of bad defense. That brings up the number 8 hitter, E.G. Young. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not Park. It's Park if it's written and like that, but yeah, Puck. Yeah, another 1-0 is going to be a ground ball. Foul. 1-1. E.G. Young. Just like his name is E, not Lee. And it's no, not Row. I still haven't figured that one out. Yeah. It's a cross, it's a kind of like in between a K and a G sound. All right, Brian. Welcome, welcome. As that is a ball outside. 2-1. You guys just joined and missed an event. Soup's regular broadcasts were down, so there was 150 people in here watching. I was having to bust out my Korean the whole time. It was answering in Korean, translating into English, answering in English, translating it to Korean. Working the old language barrier. The 2-2 pitch. Just misses low, runs the count full, 3-2. Second full count of the day for E.G. Young. Fourth full count of the day for SSG. They have had 3 walks so far in their other 3 full counts. As that ground ball, the shortstop grabs it, throws across, and 6-3, 6-3, 6-3. Go the SSG Landers as we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 2-1 Samsung. Yeah. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, Jim, it's fantastic. Yeah, that's it would definitely fantastic for the exposure. Uh, yeah, most of them, like I didn't realize I didn't realize that's what was happening because I was just like, oh, so there was like when I usually start, like right now, there's 60 something watching in Soup. Usually there's around 20 to 30, except on Saturdays when it's the only game, it's usually around 50. But yeah, it just kept going up and up and up. And then when I would when I would read the names, they were like, oh, well, you actually can read the names. You actually speak Korean. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I found out that the Samsung broadcast was down, so they were in mine. Yeah, but he's the second one, I think. Ihei Sung. All right, so let's see. We're gonna have that same shortstop is gonna lead off the inning. They're gonna have a 9-1-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Again, we're going to have a new pitcher here for SSG also. Jangji Hoon out on the mound, a 3.12 ERA. Both starters, quality starts. Jangji Hoon. Bringing in a righty now. Yihei Sung will greet him. And that catches the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Lee Sung getting his first at bat of the day. That is a fouled away. Well, the one advantage for them is that LG has also used their main guys in their bullpen for because of wins. So they had to use their main guys in their bullpen also the last 2 nights. So yeah. And the 0-2 is way outside. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Why wouldn't you throw it in the other batter's box? I mean, it just makes sense, right? And that's going to be what is that? That camera angle is a 4-3 ground outs. I don't know what that camera angle was, but they need to not use that again. All right. So there's what it was. A ground ball off the end of the bat to the second baseman. I hate when they put in those funky camera angles and while the hitter's hitting. All right. So Park Sung-gyu, 1 for 2 on the day. A single in his last at bats, a 5-4-3 double play and a walk. 310 on the season for the right-hander. The 1-0 pitch misses low, 2-0. Another one outside at 3-0. Uh, 3-0 is in there for a strike. 3-1. Get me over fastball, and it is over. Fast is subjective, I guess. Here we go. The 3-1 pitch. Lays off of it, and he walks him. On base for the third time today is Park Sung-gyu. Brings up a Kim Ji-chan. Will he drop another bunt down? That is the question. Elsewhere around the league, Hanwha's up 4-2 in the top of the 6th there. As again, that is a bullpen game. KT's up 6-3 against Kia, top of the 7th. NC's up 9-1 against Kiuma. That is an absolute blowout, top of the 7th. And Lotte, ladies and gentlemen, might win a game. They are up 5-1 against Doosan in the bottom of the 7th. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kim Ji-chan 0 for 3 on the day. Flew out to center field in his first at-bat to ground ball to the pitcher, or the first baseman in his second, and then reached on an E1. And that's going to be a single through the left side, and that's puts runners on first and second again with 1 out, the same way it happened in the 5th inning. I know that they're probably gonna they're gonna want to continue it. Yeah, I know TVing's contract runs through this year. Is we're gonna have ourselves a pitching change here. He's gonna bring in a lefty to face Che Hyung-woo, Diaz, and Yu Ji-hyuk. Yeah, so yeah, I know the contracts run for 3 years. So in 2014, 2015, 2020, or 2024, 2025, 2026 is the contracts for both SOOP and TVing. So I assume that they're going to pick it up again. I've also heard that there are I've heard of rumors of Netflix being interested in the international streaming. If that were the case, obviously that would make a huge change. Now that I'm on Soup, I would hope that they continue it, unless of course like something like YouTube was able to get it, and I was able to do something like that on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know if they've. There hasn't been any talk. I know there's been talk about the TVing broadcasts renewing their thing. So I know TVing was having a lot of money troubles because they have two platforms. It's TVing and I can't remember Wave, and they were not doing well. And then once they got the KBO, they really actually started to do well and started to be profitable. So I know that they are going to want to hang on to that. I know Soup would absolutely love to be able to have international and national broadcasts. Is Jun Young June 9.58 ERA on the season, 11 games, 10.1 innings. Does have a save. But surprising here, they're bringing in a righty. I thought they'd be bringing in a lefty to face the couple of lefties coming up, but they are not. Yeah, it'll be interesting what they do. I know. Well, but the thing is they had him before also on a platform called Naver, and that's another thing is Naver also has a streaming service. So I don't know what would happen there. So they used to be the international broadcasting rights, or the sorry. So it used to be the online broadcasting rights were held by Naver, and then TVing bought them 2 years ago or 3 seasons ago. That's a ball, and then Soup arranged the international broadcasting rights kind of already after the 2024 season had started. As the 1-0 pitch is sets up on the outside, and that is going to be roped right at the right fielder, though, makes the catch, quickly gets it in, and that's 2 away. Big out there is now Diaz, who is not hit well, who is struggling with a bit of an injury. Yeah, they so Africa TV, if you see where you're looking, Soup, if look up at the top. Yeah. So wait, you're in you're in Soup, right? Okay, so look up at the top of the stream. Let's see if I can find, where is it? Is it? Yeah. Oh no, never mind. I've already huh? Did I do 2 covers? Oh, I guess I have a different thing up there. But yeah, so Soup used to be called Africa TV. Is that Mrs. Lowe 1 and the Soup used to be called Africa TV. They rebranded the same year that they went into the international broadcast. Thank you, Jim. Yes, everybody, please hit the thumbs up or the recommendation button on Soup, the thumbs up or the like on YouTube, as the 1-0 misses way inside, 2-0. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I like the Soup broadcast. I have good relationship with them, obviously. I'm pretty sure that I am the only non KBO Soup channel. As the 2-0 pitch sets up on the outside, a 2-0 swings and misses or fouls it away on ball 3, and it's 2-1. Yeah, as far as I know, I don't even know if there's any other English speakers on the Soup platform. But they have they are trying to get their platform going, but I think they're struggling with the international audience. That's why they combined everything into one. As the 2-1 pitch misses inside, a 3-1. But yeah, everybody, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up. That's called an upper recommendation. It helps put the channel out on the main page so that more people can find it. Also, if you'd like to follow me on SOOP, you just hit the little star. That is how you become a loyal viewer. And another 3-1 pitch is ripped, but foul. Runs the count full as Diaz looks like he is absolutely on it right now. 3-2 count now. 2 outs. 3-2 counts means both runners are going to be going. Plenty of speed on the base pass. Double easily scores both of them. And the 3-2 pitch rolls it over. Foul. Stays 3-2. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe. That lets you know when I'm going to go live. If you are on YouTube and you'd like to watch the game with me, there's a link in the description that tells you how you can actually watch the game with me live on my other streaming platform called SOOPlive.com. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The 3-2 pitch sets up on the outside just above the knees, and that catches him looking on an absolute beautiful curveball. That's will take us to the 8th. 2-1 Samsung. Thank you. I love it. I got to get the word of mouth, man. That's really how I'm gonna be able to grow this channel is to obviously have more people be like, oh yeah, if you want to watch baseball, check this guy out. And then also the ups and the recommendations are massive because it's ends up putting the channel out on the main page, which more people can actually see without looking for things. But yeah, it's I think it will definitely get even better as it's.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you. I can't read your name because it still can't read it though. But thank you for subscribing. I don't know who that was, but thank you. Yeah, the ups, the stars or the loyal viewers on SOOP is extremely important because it actually puts you in these different classes. So like on YouTube, you could get like your check mark and you get your gold or your silver play button things. On SOOP, they don't have any of that. What they have is called, they have a star streamer, and it's basically an extra little icon that goes with your name. It gives you other things that I probably would never use. But in order to get that, you have to have 500 loyal viewers. And then there's also a sports streamer. I've applied for that. I'll apply for that every single. Their one win every. Poor Lotte fans. I just hit the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Yeah, they have another one called just a sports streamer. All right, so Park Jung-hyun out on the mound. And he's going to face the number 9 hitter, Che Ji-hoon. Get our pitching matchup changed. Give me just a sec. Lee Sung-min not out there anymore. Baek Jung-hyun. He's been around forever, ladies and gentlemen. The 0-2 counts coming up. I love it, Jim. Kenny, why are they up? I mean, obviously, is Rodriguez pitching well for Lotte? This is the 1-2 pitch. Into the dirt. So 2-2. Yeah. When I started streaming on YouTube, I never expected it to get as big as it is. Obviously, it could be way bigger. It's not as big as many channels out there, but I never expected it to get as big as it is. I never, and here on Soup, I definitely didn't expect. As the 2-2 is grounded to Diaz. Diaz picks it up, steps on the bag, and one away. Because when I used to stream on Africa TV, that's right, Kiwi. 106 pitches, 8 Ks. Hey, how many walks did he have? You mean Timothy? You mean 3 days in a row? 3 days in a row, I think. All right, the top of the lineup, but back up is Pak Sung Han. 1 for 3 on the day. And what is that delivery? That was just a slow delivery. Yeah, when I used to stream on Africa TV, I was lucky to have 100 total viewers. As that is going to be another single through the side, and he is on base with back-to-back singles for himself. Just an absolute machine this year, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, I mean, again, 61 people watching right now on Soup. It was 150 earlier when the main broadcasts were having their issues. Baek Chung Hyun. Say Hyuk will go out and have a little chit chat with him. 2 old guys just kicking it out on the mound. I'm sure they're talking about getting coffee and fishing down by the old Hong Kong. Or actually, I guess whatever rivers in Daegu, I don't know. All right, An Sang Hyun. Anything but a double play, ladies and gentlemen. Anything but a double play for SSG. And lays off of that. It's a ball 1. 1-0. I do wish it was SOO or SOUP. It'd be a lot easier for native English speakers. And the 1-0 pitch just sets up on the outside. Nope. Gonna check over on the runner. And there is no if he only had 1 walk, Kenny, that's amazing. That was my biggest concern for Rodriguez, isn't the strikeout stuff. He's probably the hardest pitcher throwing in the KBO. It's just the another check over on the first runner. But whether he could command it or not is here we go. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at ball 2. 1-1. Oh. Yeah, I've heard that the AI translations are pretty rough. But yeah. Who's about to give it up? One pitch in the dirts. 2-1. I keep putting the pitches over on the SSG side. That was an excellent drop on my part. How is he still on the first team? That is the question. All right, the 2-1 pitch. right down the middle, about as middle as you can get. Eleven pitches now for Baek Chung Hyun. The 2-2 pitch sets up down the middle, and that's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman. Underhand toss to the shortstop, throws to first. And what did I say is the only thing you could not have is a double play, and that is a 4-5-3 variety. Will go to the bottom of the eighth. It's 2-1. Only thing you can't do is hit into a double play. They didn't listen, did they? Listen. Never do. They never do. All right. They are now 1 for 7 with runners on base, 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. And the only thing you can't do is hit into a double play. Samsung will have their 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up there. That means Yuji Hyuk is the number 2 hitter in the KBO as far as batting average is concerned. Out on the mound will be the lefty, Igi Sun. 1080 ERA. One thing you have to think about is Samsung's bullpen has blown saves in the last 2 games of this series. So you really have to worry about, the game. A 1-run game in the KBO is never a given thing. And a one-run game when half of your bullpen is absolutely destroyed from earlier this week is even worse. But the lefty will face Yuji Hyuk to start. It's a 2 for 3 on the day, and that is going to be a liner right to the center fielder, though. And 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out, just like you drew it up. Jun Byung-woo steps in now. And a beautiful hook and curve in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Jun Byung-woo, 386 on the season. Had that RBI double with bad defense back in the 4th inning. That one is fouled away. 0-2. And also a 5-4-3 ground out and a strikeout. And that is going to be ripped, and it gets in just inside the line. He is going to round first and head to second with a 1-out double. And once again, that comes through. Again, he was not in the regular lineup. He took over late, and he is on base for the second time today. He is on second for the second time today. This one, much more of an actual double. Just on the line, you can see a little bit of Whites a fly up in the air, and that brings up a Paxe Hyuk. Iggy soon, Paxe. Nope, we're gonna have a pinch hitter. Unless there was other changes that I don't know about. And that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-2. I don't even know who's up. Like, they haven't even said. Kim something. And a foul away. They haven't even put his name. They haven't even put his name up. Nah, they're gonna do this old-fashioned way. Kim J. Hyuk. And that is in the dirt. So he keeps it in front of him enough, and it's 1-2. Paxe Hyuk took over. Ah, he's in left. Okay. There was another change, and that is going to be an inside-out swing, but gets foul. And the 1-2 into the dirt to 2-2. There we go. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Foul away again. Foul, foul, foul for foul, foul for foul, foul. All right, the 2-2 pitch sets up down to the knees, and that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman grabs it, looks over, throws to first, and that's 6-3 groundouts. Jun Byung-woo took off on the grounder, as the fact that he wasn't thrown out at third is a lucky thing for, as that was a bad base running, running with a ball in front of you. Trey Bryce, thank you for the hearts. I think it's 100. Can they? Yes, 100%. It's possible. Would I put money on it? No. That's is low. 1-0. Again, these two teams went to extra innings on Tuesday, and then yesterday SSG also came from behind in the 9th inning to win the game. So both teams' bullpens have been used pretty rough this week, as that one misses low, 2-0. So it's really with a 1-run game. With a 1-run game, it is difficult to know. Yeah, I have it actually here, Jim. The 2-0 pitch. And ground ball right to the first baseman. He'll take it himself. That will be 3 away. They get a double, but nothing from it. We will go to the 9th inning. It is 2-1. Yeah. Barely bringing his average up after going 2 for 4. Yeah. Probably need to trade him. Number 16 for him. Deal of the century. Looks like they got is that a sacrifice fly there? Yeah. SSG is going to have their 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up here in the top of the 9th inning as who do they bring out to pitch is the question. Who does Samsung bring out to pitch? Lee Seung-hyun coming out on the mound. Of course, 100%. Or what? No, Kiwi, what he would do is Lee Seung-hyun a 3-0 on the season, 1 hold to 10 games, 8.2 innings. What would happen is he would come to Hanwha, he would get a hit in his first game with Hanwha, and then he would just go 0 for whatever. Shea Jung 0 for 1 on the day. A couple that is lifted to center field, going off the wall, and it gets away from Kim Ji-chan. Shea Jung is going to run round second base and head into third, and that is going to be a leadoff triple, and the tying run is 90 feet away as the ball hit the bottom of the wall and ended up squirting away past Kim Ji-chan. And defense kills championships, ladies and gentlemen. As it's Shea Jung, first pitch he sees, puts it off the bottom of the wall, and then cruises with a stand-up triple. And that'll be it for him as he'll come away. That bounces. So Jung-Joon Jae will take over on the base pass. All right, Heredia already has a sacrifice fly. He's looking for another one. All on one. Heredia or Chejong? All right, the 0-1 pitch. Foul away. Oh, yeah, Heredia is wearing a ton of clothes. Zero question there. McLaughlin watching on as he's about to lose another. Oh, yeah. Did you see him in the outfield? He has his hat, but he has his hood over his head, over his hat in the outfield. All right, so just need a ball into the outfield. The infield has to play in as the tying run, and now 90 feet away with a leadoff triple by Che Jong. All right, here we go. 0-2 pitch. It sets up on the inside. That's going to be a ground ball through the drawn-in infield, and that's going to tie the game. And another blown save in the 9th inning. Another blown save in the 9th inning as Heredia comes up with the RBI single past the drawn-in infield. Both RBIs today belong to Heredia. But this is in Daegu. Harpo's given up. Dave is celebrating. He's dancing around. Timothy trying to sell his Samsung gear. Because this is the best he's pitched all year. They have nobody else. They've used them all this week. Again, 11 inning game on Tuesday, and then lost it in the 9th yesterday. Throws over to first, and that's like a bunt. A 5-3 ground out puts runner at second base. Now in scoring position is Heredia. As that brings up the number 5 hitter, Pak Sung-uk. Pak Sung-uk needs to make up for his bad bonehead play in right field. And nope, we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Hanyu Sum will pinch hits. He is a guy that does strike out a lot. Getting the lefty-righty matchup. He does have one of my favorite cheer songs. The KBO wouldn't be anything without a bullpen blow-up. All right, the 1-0 to Hanyu Sum. Way up and in, 2-0. I will say that I don't know Hanyu Sum. I've never met him. I've never talked to him or anything, but I do enjoy watching him play. He gets hit by a pitch. He's like, oh, man, it's okay. No big deal, man. I know you didn't try. Like, he's always in a good mood. Oh, that is what happened, Kiwi. What happened to Munyan Bin? If he goes down, you can pretty much guarantee Hanwha's season is over. Yeah, now that's in there for a strike on the outside. 2-1. Probably went out there, told him to throw strikes. All right, the 2-1 pitch is sets up on the outside. Hanyu Sum pinch hitting here, 178 on the season. I think he laid off of it. And he says he did not go. I thought he laid off of it. Let's check the replay here. He did hold up. They're going to video replay this. I understand why. I mean, you get to a game. You got to, this is an important situation in the game. Could be a 2-2 count versus a 3-1 count. Yeah, he held up. Just like I said the first time, ladies and gentlemen. The video, yeah. On the go on. No swinging to that. That's exactly what it sounds like in my ear, guys. All right, the 3-1 pitch now. 9 pitches for Lee Sung-hyun. A leadoff triple. RBI single has tied the game here. And that's misses way outside. Ball 4. Runners on first and second now. Put the double play back in order. Number 7 hitter coming up. Otegon has a tendency to have some big hits. But they're going to change him out here. I mean, again, they don't have anybody really. Yeah, so SSG came from behind yesterday to win. So let me see who they had throw yesterday. So yeah, yesterday they did not use their closer. All right, Otegon steps in. That's way outside. Ball 1, 1-0. Yeah, so yesterday they did use Handu Sol and Iroun. Kim Min ended up getting the win, but they did not use their closer. They did not use their closer yesterday. That is popped up. Will get foul though, and it's a 1-2. Sorry, 1-1. So yeah, they still have plenty of arms. They have Joe Byung Hyun in the bullpen, who is absolutely one of the better closers. They also have No Kyung Un. So yeah. And another 1-1 is going to be a single through the right side. Already is going to round third. He is giving it all he can get, and he is out at home. What a throw. What an absolute throw from the right fielder to get Heredia at home. Otegon comes up with a big single. You had to send him there. Probably would have been safe if he didn't have all that extra gear on. One hopper right to the catcher, picks it up, tags him out, and it's still a 2-2 game. Runners on first and second now. E.G. Young looks to strike one down the middle, and it's 0-1. You had to send him there, but the throw was a one hopper right to the catcher, right on line. Easy play, easy tag by the catcher. And we've got ourselves still a 2-2 game. Where's Arpo is Pak Sung-gyu coming up with a jumping catch at the wall in foul territory earlier. That's way outside though, and 1-1. Then right there, and great throw. He's had 2 walks and a single. Stole first from Furt. Can I get an explanation on that, Kiwi? I don't know what that means. Yeah, another 1-1 pitch. Nope. So Samsung in the bottom of this inning is going to have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up. I believe they'll go with No Kyung-un if they don't have a lead. If they do have a lead, they'll go with Jo Byung-hyun. That is low, 2-1. Huh? He was at first, then he stole a base. Ah, okay. We do have a different runner over at second base. Hong Dae-in, I believe is his name. And that is going to be a slap into right field. Are they going to try it again? They are. Nope, they're going to hold him up. He slips and falls and dives back. They don't want to try it. I would have sent him again. You had a pinch runner just for this exact same situation. It would have been a better. The throw would have been just a little on the first base side. All right, bases loaded now. Shea Ji-hoon steps in. Strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. 18 pitches for Lee Seung-hyun. Shea Ji-hoon, 1 for 2. Absolutely fantastic pitcher, Himothy. He's only given up 1 run. How else? I mean, a walk and 2 walks and 3 hits, but you've only given up 1 run. That's a magician right there. Is the 0-1 pitch that is turned on. That is gonna drop down, and 1 run is easily gonna score. 2 runs are in. Shea Ji-hoon ends up with a 2-run double, and that's puts them up 4-2. That's, ladies and gentlemen, shuts the door. Well, we're gonna get a pitching change now. Lachlan looking on. So I don't remember who it was asking me if SSG could come back. But I said, yeah. Like I said, yeah. KBO's bullpens are so good. They're so amazing, guys. They're so amazing. All right, let's talk about the other games since this one is. I told you, Trey. Who was asking? Looks like Hanwha is up a 6-3. They're in the bottom of the 7th there. KT wins 8-3. They stay in first place in the league. NC absolutely dominating against Kiwoom 11-2 in the top of the 9th there. Lotte gets the 6-1 win against Doosan. I don't know what's up with Lotte. Somehow Lotte suddenly started playing fast. They averaged like 3 hours, 45-minute games last year. Suddenly they're in 2 hour, 30-minute territory. And then obviously this game is Yang Chang Sup is going to come in to pitch now as they are still trying to get out of this inning. Yang Chang Sup. That's how you pronounce his or spell his name. Yeah. Like when he gave up the hit that loaded the bases, he should have been done. Yang Chang's up a 5.93 ERA on the season. 1 win, 4 games, 13 points, 2 innings, 12 strikeouts, 7 walks, 2.98 batting average against, and 1.68 whip. He has done some spot starts, so that's why he's got so many innings. He actually started against Hanwha in that bullpen game as Pak Sung Han steps in. He is 2 for 4 today. It's the one guy you don't want to see. And that just catches the inside corner, and it's on. Of any player, any batter in the KBO, this is the last guy you want to see, as he has gotten hit in every single game, hitting a 470, 474 on the season. The 0-1, and that's going to be a ground ball through the right side. Like I said, the last guy you want to see, and the throw home is ladies and gentlemen, this is the KBO. This is the KBO. Yeah, the KBO managers, all the Samsung fans are leaving now. An Sang Hyun. It's a Pak Sung Han. He is a good defender. All right, the 1-0 pitch. That one is a popped up. Center fielder giving chase. Goodbye, baseball. Game over. That is called an implosion. Is this Samsung's karma for scoring 6 runs against Hanwha without a hit? Wow. But that means we get to open some baseball cards. Jung-Joon Jae is coming up to bat. Jung-Joon Jae, as the exodus starts. Jung-Joon Jae took over as a pinch runner at third base for Chae Jung when he had the leadoff triple. His 1-0 pitch. He's the only batter that hasn't. He is the only one. Thank you, Trey.
골뱅이 TREYBRIC-I4Y 슈퍼채티드 $10. 글래드 아이파운드 유어 채널.
All right. Thank you. That's going to be ripped but foul. Again, Jung-Joon Jae is the only player that has not batted this inning for SSG, but he has scored a run because he took over as a pinch runner. All right, so we've got some KBO cards to open up after that home run also. Oh, here comes the 2-1 pitch to Jung-Joon Jae. That's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Picks it up, throws, and that will be a 4-3 putouts. But blow up, ladies and gentlemen. That is KBO blow up. So let's open some baseball cards, shall we? See if I can get some ASMR. Nope, my microphone doesn't do ASMR. So, like I always do, whenever you have a, let me throw this up there. Whenever we have a home run, we open up some KBO cards. These are from last year. The new ones aren't out yet, so these are from last year. So let's see who we get, shall we? And maybe I need to get a second mic just to do So maybe it's some artwork. All right. Each pack has 3 cards in it. Each pack is 1,000 won, which is roughly about 70 cents. So they're not expensive. Only 3 cards. But our first pit. Who do we got here? I can't even see. Ongun Hee. I don't even know who this is. A pitcher for Doosan. Then an absolute legend. An Shi Hong no longer even plays for Hanwha. He actually plays for Kium. He was taken in the Rule 5 draft. And then back behind him is another absolute legend, Go Hyung Pyo, or Go Young Pyo, member of the national team, absolutely gets rocked this year. That card it's a collector's item since he's no longer with him. All right, we've got to the bottom of the 9th inning coming up. Don't go anywhere because this is the KBO. It can happen again. Out on the mound is Igi Soon is still out there. 15 pitches in the last inning, and that's going to be in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The 9-1-2 hitters coming up for swing and a miss there as Hong Hyun Bin is pinch hitting here. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, so 1 away. Flips the lineup back up. And that is not a home run in any other stadium except for this one. This is the easiest stadium to hit a home run in. That is a double in any other stadium. And a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. Double check my stuff here. Make sure I have 8-2. That is a ripped and foul. 0-2. Park Sung-gyu, he's the one that threw Heredia out at the plates. Absolutely huge at the time. Obviously, they kept them from hitting another one, but that pays for the whole pack, though, Kiwi. All right, the 0-2 pitch up high, 1-2. Kiwi, what I should do is I should take these baseball cards when we go on our trips. I should take these baseball cards and have them sign. Like I should have Park Chan-ho sign a Kia one. I should have An Shi Hong sign a Hanwha one. I should have Kang Baek Ho sign a KT one. Have all these guys that are have cards from their old teams. Have them sign them all. See if they would sign them. All right, to 22 pitches for Igi Soon. 2-2 count to Park Sung-gyu, 1 for 2 on the day. That's up high, ball 3. He's already walked twice today. Samsung needs base runners. They need base runners and lots of them. They've got to bat around in this entire the 3-2 pitch. That is ripped, but it's a foul. And home runs are rally killers, but I don't know about a leadoff, or not a leadoff home run, but a home run with nobody on. They need base runners, base runners, base runners. They've got to score 2 before 2 outs. As he sprays the old stick 'em on the bats. And the KBO does not use pine tar. Here we go. 3-2. Whoa, way up high. Ball 4. And that puts the tying run still in the dugout. Brings up the number 2 hitter, Kim Ji Chan. And Kim Ji Chan had the issue with the original, the first, as Che Jung hit it off the bottom of the wall and it squirted away from him, allowed Che Jung to move to third, which in turn allowed made a Samsung draw the infield in, which allowed Aurelia to get that single as that one is popped up. Second baseman out. And that's a 2 away. Jung Joon Jae makes the play. There are some defensive changes, but I'm not going to put them in because this game is pretty much over. All right, to Chae Hyung. Ooh. Those of you guys still hanging out, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That is a recommendation. Also, if you want to follow me, if you were on SOOP watching the game with me, is that pitch is slapped left field already is going to drop. Park Sung-gyu held up, and then that was a weird thing. Park Sung-gyu ended up stopping, pausing, and then started again. And they've got runners now on the corners for Diaz. But yeah, if you're on SOOP, please hit the thumbs up button. That is called an upper recommendation. Also, if you're on SOOP and you want to follow me, just hit the little star that's next to my channel name. If you're on YouTube or watching on YouTube, obviously hit the thumbs up for the like. And you are always welcome to subscribe. I welcome all. As Diaz looks at strike one on the outside. I stream 6 days a week. If you go to my YouTube channel and to the community section, you can vote on which matchups you'd like to see, and then I'll pick from there so that you guys can see whatever you want. But tomorrow I will be off. I'll talk about it a little bit later. Is the beautiful curveball in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Down to their final outs now is Samsung. But yeah. I'll be off tomorrow, but otherwise, it's 6 days a week for the time being until the summer when it'll go to 5 or 6 days a week, or 4 or 5 days a week. As the 0-2, this is way inside. 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch sets up down at the D's on the outside corner, and that is going to be roped right to the center fielder, though, and that's will end the game. It was a game. It was KBO in its finest form, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute brilliant game. 11 hits for SSG to get the win. 10 for Samsung. As bad defense was the theme. Bad defense, bad defense, bad defense. Samsung. Woo. 11 runners left on base, ladies and gentlemen. 11. Perfect, Trey. I'll be here. The next game I'll do is Saturday. It's a 2 o'clock game. Again, I live in Korea, so it's a 2 o'clock Korea game. Trey, before you head out, please, just a second here. So those of you guys watching on YouTube, I also stream on SOOP. SOOP is a Korean broadcast company or a Korean streaming platform, kind of like Twitch in the US. SOOP allows me to stream the actual game. So you can watch the game with me. You can actually watch the game with me. Same audio, same chat, everything. The difference is on YouTube, I don't have the rights to show the game. So I put up the lineups and I do everything manually myself. On SOOP, it's actually I can show the game. The SOOP broadcast is a little bit delayed compared to the YouTube broadcast, but you can watch it on there. If you go to the description actually has a link to my SOOP channel, so you can go there. If you're on YouTube, you can check in the community tab. I have my streaming schedule up there. If you're on SOOP, you can go to the calendar, and it actually has each game that I'm streaming and what time it starts. So, oh, perfect. Perfect. So, yeah, just so everybody knows, because I know I'm doing two platforms that are very different audiences, very different streams. But yep, sounds good, Jim. Enjoy your. I will do my best to. Yeah, Korean food isn't very expensive anytime you go out, but the booze starts to add up. So thank you, Jim. I will have fun. I will see you on Saturday. Enjoy your work. Don't overwork yourself. But yeah, I mean, up until the ninth inning, guys, up until the ninth inning, SSG was 1 for 7 with runners on base. They were 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. And then that ninth inning happened. I haven't even calculated it yet because it's such a mess. Again, I do my own. This is the ninth inning. This long list of things, absolute mess. So basically, what happened, and it's the same thing that happens a lot of the times when your starters don't go deep into the games. You end up having a lot of issues with your bullpen, putting more pressure on the bullpen. These two teams went to extra innings on Tuesday, and then yesterday, Samsung ended up blowing the lead in the ninth inning. So SSG actually didn't use their main guys in the bullpen yesterday, so they had some of them available today. Samsung had 2 late inning blown games, which means that they were using their main bullpen guys on Tuesday and Wednesday, meaning they're not available today. And that's really what happened is SSG was finally able to just break through, and Samsung wasn't able to do anything. I am wearing my black uniform, right? So black means away. I did actually believe that SSG was going to come away with the win today. That is why I'm wearing the black uniform. But yeah, both pitchers pitched fairly well. Honestly, O'Loughlin pitched extremely well. I thought he definitely deserved to win. Ended up pitching 6 innings. I think he had 7. Poor Arpo. Arpo, do we need a check on you? Do we need to send somebody to check on you at your dorm? Because I know you cannot be happy right now. But I will say, Pak Sung-gyu did
Thank you
play
for the
really well.
recommendation, Trey Bryce 409.
There's Trey. Thank you. Yeah, Arpo, you gonna be okay? But Pak Sung-gyu did did actually have a great throw there, and a second throw that would have gotten another guy, but and he also hit well. What did he have? 2 hits? No, 1 hit, but 3 walks. Probably a good thing. Well, hopefully you get it figured out, Arpo. You can always send me a message if you need help. But no problem. Thank you, Dave. I will be back on Saturday. I don't even know who I'm streaming on. Oh, Saturday. LG versus Doosan, because it is the 2:00 game. And then on a Sunday, I don't even know. I don't even know who I'm streaming. So Saturday, LG versus Doosan, and Sunday is NC versus Hanwha. So Dave, I think you said your son is an NC fan, so you'll get some 2:00 NC game. But that'll be it for me, guys. I'm not gonna go through the whole recap just because it was so messy. I will be back on Sunday, 2:00 game, LG versus Doosan. That is a big rivalry. Should be a pretty good game. I hope it's a good game. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks everybody for sticking around to the end. Today, probably one of the biggest days I have had. So thank you. And as always, until next time.